Of course, what we're doing in these arm circles, guys, we're pedaling those feet a little bit just to get that blood going throughout the body, or even walking in place, however you feel more comfortable to do it. But you're starting those arm circles small, and they're getting wider as we're going. At the top, you're taking a few, and then you're coming back down small before you're going the opposite direction, backwards. Same thing, few at the top, and then start bringing it down slow again. We're keeping those arms out of the side though. You're giving me those hamstrings and opening up that chest, really focusing on getting that stretch out here in front while squeezing those shoulder blades together, guys. That's helping us affect our posture by opening us up here, as well as strengthening those muscles back there that tend to get a little bit ignored just through our day-to-day activities, as well as through most of our workouts. Well, not our workouts, but in societies. And take that, start giving me just some butt kicks. And transition to a high knee or a march for me. Spread those legs for me a little bit, guys. Give me some squats. And start giving me those calf raises at the top. Spread those legs for me a little bit. Side shifts. Trying to stay low, activate the glutes, but if we come on up, as always, that's okay. We're just trying to focus on that anterior thigh stretch. From here, guys, you're giving me either lunges or that Spider-Man stretch. Again, holding that stretch on each side for about 5 to 6 seconds. Switching over, but if you're giving me those lunges, you can start fast or slow. I'm gonna try to get in a little bit of each of those. Again, those more upbeat repetitions, just gonna get more blood flow going. The slower repetitions gonna help us get that eccentric stretch in there, which is great for injury prevention. And then come on up once you've evened out and just give me some hip openers. And opposite direction, outside in. And right there, guys, we're going to take a quick drink. Back here in just a moment. All right, guys, while you're finishing up that drink, I'm going to explain our first exercise. Just trying to get that heart rate going a little bit more. We're starting with marches for 15 seconds. We're going to crank them up as high as we can for some high knees. We're going to alternate between those two activities for a little bit off of my stopwatch. I'm gonna have us joining in 5, 4, 3, 2, just those marches. Try to get those arms into it as well. High knees, right there, guys. As fast as we can get those. 4, 3, 2, and back to those marches. While we're doing these marches, take that time to really focus on your breathing, trying to calm down the nervous system so that we're ready to fire it back up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and go ahead. Try to get that as fast as we can, as also trying to still get that knee all the way up, that thigh parallel to the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more cycle of each. 5, 4, 3, 2, and give me those high knees. Really cranking them out these last 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breather there, guys. Of course, as always, take water when you need them. As we're finishing up that breather, next activity is going to be jumping jacks or step jacks. Starting those in 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. We gave that heart a little bit of time to relax now. We're going to keep it going a little bit with these jumping jacks before we get into a little bit of a strength component. Whether it's those jumping jacks or those step outs, trying to get wide with both those legs and those arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You guys are going to pick up those heavy weights for me. We're going to have a circuit here. 3 activities. We're going through them twice. They're going to be shoulder presses. Then I'll tell us to switch into rows. And once we're done there, we're going to finish off with bicep curls. We're doing all of those 3 times a piece. Sorry, 2 times a piece, 3 full exercises, starting with those shoulder presses in 3, 2, and begin. Great thing to do, guys, if we find ourselves overarching that back. Let's have one foot in front of the other. That helps stabilize our spine a little bit. And we don't have to worry too much about having those arms all the way out to the sides or all the way out in front. Sometimes we like to advertise that 45-degree angle out to the diagonal side just to protect those shoulders a little bit in case all the way out here gets a little bit too uncomfortable. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to find yourself in that stagger stance, back straight, hinging at the hip, and just giving me those rows right there, you guys. Just like with that chest opener, really make sure we're pinching those shoulder blades back and hold those shoulder blades together throughout that full range of motion from the start of that pullback until those arms come all the way down, back and front. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1, guys, right up front, and just give me those bicep curls. Same thing here. If we're finding ourselves overarching, let's go ahead and stagger those feet just to keep that spine nice and stable, straight up and down without overextending and risking hurting our back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Break there, guys. We're going through that whole thing one more time in 3, 2, and shoulder press. Keeping that weight under constant control there, constant tension on the muscle. If we're ever finding ourselves going fast, that's tension we're losing off the muscle, which is going to hurt our strength gains, as well as decrease that potential risk injury factor that we're trying to get through strength training. Five, 4, 3, 2. You're back in that stagger stance. We're back into those into those rows right there, guys. Again, pinch those shoulder blades. Would you guys be really diligent about that? Five, 4, 3, 2, and putting ourselves up right there. Bicep curls right into it. Five, 4, 3, 2, and break right there, guys. Grab me a quick drink of water. As you're coming back from that drink of water, guys, our next 2 activities, which are going to be highlighted together, are going to be a squat into a lunge. If we don't want to do those lunges, we're going to have a wall sit there for that time period. If you want to do the steering wheel, we can get a plate as well. But with the plates, we can have you turn in like a steering wheel if we want to make those wall sits a little bit more difficult, because I know. All right, but we're going to start off with these squats, guys. We're doing those in 5, 4, 3, 2, and nothing special here, guys. We're just doing squats. Seconds here, and we're transitioning to either those lunges or those wall sets. 4, 3, 2, and 1. If we're getting ready on that wall sit, parallel legs, press into those heels, and if we have a weight, we can turn it just like we're driving a bus. Otherwise, guys, again, nothing special here. You're just giving me some lunges. Halfway there for any of us holding that wall sit right there, halfway. And this is also one of those activities we're doing twice over. So we're going to go back to those squats, back into those wall sits in 10 seconds here. 3, 2, 1. I'll have everybody disengage from the wall or upright ourselves from those lunges. Get those legs shook a little bit, and then we're going back into those squats in 3, 2, and begin. As we start to fatigue, guys, this is when I really want to emphasize we're pressing through the heels, trying to avoid going forward on those toes or those quads. That anterior thigh muscle is going to get a little too activated. We want to keep some focus on those glutes and those hamstrings for us while we're doing these squats. 10 seconds and we're back into those wall sets. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the wall sits or those lunges starting in 3, 2, and begin. Same thing here with these lunges as we're getting into it, pressing through that front heel, squeezing the glutes as we come up. Same thing with the wall sits, pressing through those heels, getting too much on those toes is going to make that burn right here. And research shows us that if we start to feel that burn here, it gets a little overwhelming for us. So let's try everything we can do to keep it on that posterior chain. 10 seconds for us, guys. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everybody coming back here. I want us to focus a little bit more on getting some blood flow so you're shaking out. You guys have two options. We're either doing squat jumps or we're doing squats with those calf raises. I'm sorry, we're doing squats with the pulse into a calf raise, again, just to get some blood flow going. I really want us, especially after those wall sits, we want to really get into that. We'll be starting those in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If we're doing these squats, make sure we're landing on our toes. This is when we're going to be a little bit more forward, and that's just so we can catch those forces on our ankles, knees, and hips rather than landing on our heels. This is when those quads are going to get a little bit more heavy. If we're doing those squats, pulse at the bottom, come up to a calf raise. Pulse at the bottom, calf raise at the top. Ten seconds here, guys. 10 seconds. Next activity. 5. I'm going to count down for you. 3, 2, and 1. We have two options here. It's either going to be a lunge, split jump squat, done before. If we don't want to do these, we have our skiers, as if we're skiing down the mountain, you guys. Again, just to get that blood flow back into those legs. Starting those options in 3, 2, and begin. "15 seconds here, guys. If we're doing those squat lunges, making sure that our knees are coming right into the ground. We're controlling that eccentric down portion, carefully jumping back up in front. 3, 2, and 1. One activity before we get a nice little drink here, guys. On my count, we're going to have some 10-second negative squats. It's going to burn a little bit, but it's for that recovery phase. On my count, starting in 3, 2, and down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Normal up. Down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Abnormal. Down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Abnormal. Down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more like that. Down 10, 9, 8. Really focusing your guys on pressing through those heels as we're coming all the way down for 4, 3, 2. One more time from the top. Down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Grab a drink of water, guys. And keep moving those legs. Keep shaking them out here, guys, as we're getting ready to continue the rest of class. As you guys are coming back to me, I'm going to just show you guys the next activity. You're still on that strength or water break. We're going to have side lunges just off to one side. You can either do it dynamically like that, or we can keep that foot planted and kind of just use that lever system. If we don't want to do that, we can also do back to those wall sets. It's going to be a great other option for us, again, just to get those glutes going. We'll be starting here in 3, 2, and begin. Five, 4, 3, 2, coming up from those wall sits. Now the option to do, we're going to do the other side for those side lunges, but so now on the wall, we have those straight-legged deadlifts right there, slight bend in the knee. That's our other option. Again, just to get some blood flow going back in there. Starting that opposite side though, for those of us with the side lunges in 3, 2, and begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to take that a little bit more movement, and we're giving us skaters one side to the other, making sure we get our balance before we hop back over. 3, 2, and begin. Start slow, get that balance, and as you progress, the two options we have are expand the distance or increase the speed that we're going at. Ten seconds for us, 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. We're going down to the mat here, guys. Bring that water bottle close to us in case we ever need a sip. Two options we have right here are either going to be bench press, which would be the easier option, or otherwise we're going to do some push-ups here to start us off. Once everybody's down here, we're going to begin in 3, 2, and 1. Three, 2, and 1. I want everybody up at the top here. We're going to give a 10-second negative, just like we did with those squats. When we're down here, guys, you can feel free to cheat on the way up to come back up, or you can do a push-up to come up. We have 3 of those reps, 10 seconds down each, starting from the top in 3, 2, and begin down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feel free to press or cheat up down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. One more from the top. Down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, stay down there, guys. We have a minute Superman hold at the bottom here. Catch a little bit of a breather, but we're still pretty much going to be down in that position. I'm going to have you guys count. Again, that's arms out in front or to the side with the thighs in the air. Starting in 3, 2, and begin. That's halfway for us, guys, right there. I want you to take a moment, see if we can't get a little more separation from our knees and the ground, as well as our wrists and the ground. Last 15 for us. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and go ahead. Quick break there, guys. And of course, we have to protect all areas of that torso. So we're going to go into a nice plank here, starting in 3, 2, and 1. This one's a 45-second one today, guys. Giving you guys 15-second intervals. I want you guys to keep monitoring that hip level. Again, we always pretty much want a straight line from our shoulders, our hips, and our ankles with our hips maybe a little bit higher. So we just passed our first 15. That's 30, 15 to go. Give me that hip check, guys. See if we're not going too low or too high. 5, 4, 3, 2. Break right there, you guys. Feel free to grab a water to get us started here, guys. We're just focus on those hip flexors. Right there, guys, go ahead, switch it on over for me. Same thing, other side. Right there, guys, go ahead, take it on down for me. Spread those legs, nice V stretch, straight down the center. Go ahead, reach it over to the left side. Same thing over to the right side. Right there, guys, we're going to lay it on to our backs. Do a nice little glute stretch here. One ankle on the opposite knee. Pulling in that bottom knee from behind the knee. Then feel free to rotate that outstretched ankle clockwise and counterclockwise so we can't get a little bit of blood flow going in there. And same thing, switching on over. Right there, guys, we're going to find ourselves standing up, finding a wall here. We're going to stretch out our chest a little bit. And off to the other side. And guys, go ahead, stretching our necks here. That chest to stretch the back of our neck. Raising it up, tilting the opposite direction, head backwards. Back to center, one ear, same side shoulder. And picking it up, same thing, other side.